It's just me. It's just me. Nothing to be worried about. Don't worry about that. We don't need to hear that. We already know who Anubis is. We know who Anubis is, okay? We're fucking aware. We're not in the dark here. What the fuck are you talking about? We're recording? Alright. So, as you may know, you may notice from some of my content that I'm having real hard problems with the microphones. In fact, I don't even have one. Phones doesn't work. I use this device, this little hole here. You can't see it, but it had a microphone. I could take speakerphone calls. I could set it down. It actually worked really good for that. And then it stopped working. Like, you don't hear nothing through there. And I don't know what the fuck. I tried to clean it out. Maybe got some shit in there. Some greasy finger meat. Fucking junk. You know, I'm a single man, so I have privy to, have alone time. So I probably got some stuff in there. Probably some of that junk I got to use on my wiener. Telling. It's just too much information, but let's be honest here. Let's just be honest. We got shit in the microphone. Probably looking at something I shouldn't be, and it probably caked it up. Then you can't hear it. That's actually the common denominator. To be perfectly honest. But normally that'll just you stick something in there and get it out, and it's fine. Well, then not so much. Not so much. And I'm not afraid to make a little bit of fun of myself. I observe myself. I see the shit I do. It's hilarious. Fucking humans. We're fucking silly. We really are. You got to take yourself a little bit more less serious sometimes. You can't worry about everything. What's the point of garden? Things that are common to fucking people that we all experience. Once you're open to stuff like that, you can communicate, you can laugh at yourself, you can be honest with yourself. There's nothing, no, nothing going to limit you anymore. The door to you then becomes open on what you can experience, what you can communicate, and how much of a down motherfucker you can be. Because people that are uptight and stuck up, real about their ego shit, they're miserable. They're miserable. The details of life crush their fucking self perception. Their self importance levels way the fuck too high. And it's not. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? You make it through this life, you're already going through some shit because you don't remember anything. And I'm gonna tell you right now, god damn it, you ain't just starting here. You weren't a fucking amoeba before and you done made the human. Nobody comes to Earth that's a fucking new soul. This is an advanced fucking trial run for your ass. The mind wipe, you know how dangerous that is for the soul? You may not make it out. Well, if you listen to Dan Winter, you can take memory through death. You know, I believe it too. Shareable waves, baby. All those fucked up experiences that you can't share build heat. Those waves don't. Those wave frequencies don't. They don't embed one another. They start to destructively interfere, and you die. You burn up. I've experienced this burning. I believe it. Straight up, I've experienced it. I know. And then I've experienced the coldness with, in something implosion with my body. And let me tell you, I listen to this stuff and I start to adjust how I interact with the world around me. I do make my fractal fucking attractor map, although I don't use none of the map stuff. I basically use my instinct guts, reconfigure my area to flow as it needs to flow for me at the time of the season we're in. You know, I do listen to the Feng Shui book. I understand the principles now. It's all following the same stuff. It's you're getting the personal space able to mirror the inside and outside. You're getting a dynamic mirroring of your inner world and your outer world's representation of it. And that creates a fractal embedding, nesting implosion situation that you can feel in your blood and you can feel it in your veins, in your brain. You can feel it. But when it doesn't work, it is heat. It's heat upon heat upon heat. Like stick your hand in the box type shit. You know, not everybody takes the earth realm so well. Not everybody takes their personal visage, their ego, being beat up by either they're not the best and they have to get over it. Who's the best? Come on, there people are different. Some people are good at some things. One of these guys we're working with is so crazy because he's a good guy. He's not a bad guy at all. It's another one of these family members. But he's so egoic and driven in his thing that he's doing that it's pretty much his whole identity. And, it's sad because there's just so much more to life. There really is. You can be good at your job. You can take it seriously. You can do a great job. You do great work. You can stay oriented to the things you love. But if your career swallows you, and that's all you fucking identify with for the most part, you're not going to be able to interact with people because everything's going to be fucking tape measure and fucking bandsaw or whatever. You're always going to be thinking about that one thing. And it's the same with religion. You can't say it's not. Religion is eating up some real fucking wonderful people that just couldn't see past their own personal beliefs. Now you need to have a higher belief, a higher power sort of set up. It's good for you, not just for fucking 12-step program reasons. It's just a really balancing sort of thing that it's not going to hurt you. It's going to actually give you something that will give you experiential interactions with as your life goes on in the time that you're in that belief. You'll have contact, whatever you have a belief of, you will have an encounter or a situation with if you're open to it. You know, the forces that are non physical can take forms and do so by those things that we have beliefs and create containers for. But, you know, I still have a strong belief in Christ. I really do. I believe that individual came and brought us to the heart chakra awareness. I believe his life represented that, and I'm not sure we have all the details of it correct. I did contact one time and had a message from the entity who said his name was Essa, ESSA, that he was what were the Essenes? They were Essenes. His mission was not to bring a religion, but it was to bring us to the awareness of all is self. Other self is self. And that's a phenomenal concept to come to entertain. It's a phenomenon. To know that, you know, I am you and you are me to some degree. I mean, there's what I am as an individual, as the most innermost spark of my soul that expresses my soul's personality that is distinctive to this entity that is now currently me, but it partakes of all others who are experiencing a similar situation on the earth plane. And we're all the same. Some of us process it different, and there's reasons for that. We choose those reasons, I think, to a great degree. We have a lot of incarnative choice on, at least I think we pick our parents. I think that's probably true. I've heard it, and I believed it when I heard it. It makes a lot of sense, especially when you have problems with like my son doesn't talk to me, and I'm reaching out to one of my sons to try to get my oldest son to communicate. And I think one day he'll get through it. But that was the message that I sent him. If he chose me as his parent and his mother, then he's also known the circumstances it would be in. And in a way, that sort of that's harmful to me because I need to have a relationship with him, and I didn't choose for him to be estranged from me, although he may have had an insight into that before he came. But I think we should communicate. I don't want anything from him other than that, other than to repair the relationship, because ultimately this is what it's about. And if somebody loves you, you know, he's a mama's boy though, and he's not even mama's boy anymore. He's gone and doing his own stuff. But it's just he's got a lot of anger, and it's from his mom because his mom didn't play the fucking marital role very on point at all. Immediately cheating in the relationship and always having some cheating shit going on. Just not very loyal. Not something you could count on for a partner like that. You got too involved too deep too fast with somebody that wasn't down really. They could pretend to be, of course, but they're always fucking around and you, always doing some sneaky shit. You know, you don't have a partner in a situation like that. You don't have a wife. You don't. You might have a girlfriend that's fucking got open. She's having an open relationship. You know, that's fucked up, dude. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. That's not the relationship I wanted to be in at all. I would have never done it if I'd have known. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have let myself ever do anything like that again. Be with somebody that didn't give a fuck about me enough to be able to have the freedom that I didn't have that freedom. Now I did become more of a cheater after I started realizing what I was dealing with. It just ruins the relationship, the whole thing, and then you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody like that. I wanted to fall in love and have the love of my life be the woman that I was with, and it wasn't. I don't even think that person loved me at all. They might have really strongly liked me or something about me or whatever they got. That they had real narcissism, manipulation, and damaged mind control candidate first wife. I mean, it takes all types, man. She's got her roll down now. She's got her roll down now. Playing the role, Mrs. Cantu now. Yeah, it's silly. I laugh at it. But you can't take it seriously because you didn't do it. You weren't interested. Maybe you got interested later on in actually being a wife, having that relationship with somebody after you have the kids with them. You can't have kids with that person. You're already tied up. It's over. You're gonna give them my kids. Okay, I see. I see what we're doing. Whatever. I talked to my younger son, and I let him know how I feel. But I told him, I was like, this isn't. None of this was right. Your mom ghosted us for 7 years. We didn't know where she was. I thought she died. You know, I really did. I thought maybe she had died. They were just keeping it a secret so they could get child support money and just take care of the kids. And it might have been the grandparents. I didn't know. Nothing. I had so many ideas, but I didn't want to have a disconnect. So I tried to tell my younger son to let his brother know that we really should talk, and he can be mad all he wants, but if we don't repair this, it's just stupid. Because I don't nothing but love that boy. It would be the right thing to do. It made me cry to tell him that. Just to text that to my son, it really hurts. Hurts bad. It really does because it's not right. It's not right. And you love somebody that much, and I do. He was always a mama's boy, and I didn't really get to connect with him. I had to work and I had to do all this shit. And I had a shitty relationship with his mom because his mom really wasn't loyal. She would cheat on you. She would fuck around with you. Fuck around. She fucked around. She's not known for not fucking not faithful. Not a faithful person. Not in their conceptions. They just figure that's how people are because they're MK Ultra and they're having to have secret relationships with everybody that they have MK Ultra connection to. I could have been a handler. Would have been programmed to be the handler for this type of person, but I wasn't gonna do it. Wasn't on board. Anyway, that's just my shit. Have a nice day.